sound a little bit funny, it's because unfortunately I have gotten Judd's cold virus thing that he had. It's kind of a bummer, but I knew it was going to happen. We were even sleeping in separate rooms just to really prevent me from getting sick, but with my immune system, it's going to happen. So anyways, I'm dealing with that. It's not a stomach bug, but this morning and last night I was up getting sick a lot just because of my gastroparesis tends to flare up when I get sick and it causes me to vomit quite a bit, so not fun. But today is still an exciting day because it's the first day I'm going to learn how to apply my new medications through my port. My POTS doctor has prescribed me IV Benadryl to administer at the start of an allergic reaction in the hopes of preventing it from getting to anaphylaxis, and he's also prescribed me IV Zofran for my severe bouts of nausea. I'm actually pretty nauseous today, so it's kind of convenient, I guess, that I'll maybe be able to use that medication today. So this is what it looks like. These needles were given to me by my home health company, and then the medication comes in little vials. Pretty sure this one is the IV Benadryl, and then obviously the IV Zofran's in a different vial. And I've seen the nurses in the hospital do it tons of times. They just stick it in, draw it out the correct amount, take all the air out, and then push it through the port slowly, and then flush it with saline. And this is my port. It's an implanted device under my skin with a catheter running to my heart. It allows for repeated sticks, so I don't have to damage my veins with IVs. And I got it because I get infusions for my POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, 3 times a week. And what it does is it increases blood volume, hydration, because even though I drink 2.5 liters of water a day, it's not enough for my body. And it also increases sodium levels, and it helps with my symptoms of dizziness, fainting, weakness, and just the really debilitating symptoms that come with POTS. And it's not a cure-all. I still struggle greatly with it, but it has been the best treatment for it so far. And I got all my supplies yesterday, and you know, because I was in the hospital a lot, the hospital was taking care of it, so now I'm back at home and I'm going to start my home infusions up, and now I need to access myself, so when the nurse comes he can show me how to do it all. And I have all of my supplies behind you, so I'm going to show you that right now. So I've got my lactated ringers, which is just saline with electrolytes, my saline, tubing, pumps, all the supplies I need to start my infusions, and the mirror so I can see when I access myself. So I haven't accessed myself in quite a while. I'm used to doing it 3 times a week, but in the hospital they do it for you and you leave yourself access so you can administer IV medications easily, obviously. So this is going to be a little bit interesting, but I'm confident I can do it. So let's magically access my port. 3, 2, 1, boom. Ta-da! I am accessed, and it went a lot more smoothly than I thought it would, especially since it's been a while since I've accessed myself. And now I am hooked up to my ambulatory infusion pump, meaning I can infuse on the go. My lactated ringer bags is in this awesome, well, there's dog hair on it, oh awkward, in this in a custom-made pouch that was made for me by the Etsy shop So Very Foxy. I love it. And then I just put both of them inside of my infusion backpack, which is just a Vera Bradley backpack I found at an outlet, and I can infuse on the go anywhere I want, even out of the house, which is super convenient because my infusions have to last at minimum 6 hours, ideally 8 hours, because my autonomic nervous system can't handle a quick influx of fluids. That's why I have to do it over a long period of time. And this is great. I'm infusing at home so much better than in the hospital. So now I'm just gonna wake Judd up. He gets up at 5:30 a.m. every morning for the academy, so he likes to sleep in the weekends, which is totally understandable. But I gotta wake him up because it is better for him to know how to give me the IV medications in case of an allergic reaction, because I'm probably gonna be a little bit panicky and freaking out. So he's gonna learn as well. Obviously if I'm by myself, I'll give it to myself, but it's, you know, we're a team and teams like to learn together. So that's what we're gonna do, and now we're just waiting on the nurse to get here. In my haste to access myself this morning, I forgot to feed Miss Hippo. Harlow, sorry. Back! Get back! Harlow, get back! Get back! Harlow, spin! Sit! Oh, I'm feeling nauseous. Okay, dog. Good girl. Well, Harlow got breakfast, but I am not, because I'm getting sick again. Sorry if this is gross and TMI, but this is part of living life with a chronic illness. I deal with nausea and vomiting a lot, not in a bad spell with my vomiting, but nausea, yes, and then because I have this head cold thing, it just makes everything flare. So I was puking all night this morning and now again. But I have that IV Zofran and the nurse is coming, so I don't see why I wouldn't be able to use it this morning, because I can't even do the dissolvable pills. Like, even I just drank some water, that's why I'm puking now, so it's not good. Do not feel well, but maybe some IV Zofran will help this morning, and I can actually use this medication that's been prescribed to help me with symptoms like this. He's awake. Are you ready to learn how to give me IV medication? We've seen it enough in the hospital. Should be old pros. Those are the needles and the meds, saline flushes, alcohol swabs. We good to go, just waiting on the nurse. Well, the nurse came and he just left, and everything went really well. So what he did was he showed me how to draw the medicine out of the vial, and we did the Zofran first, and then I hooked it up and pushed it through my port on this end, so I have to actually unhook from my infusions to do it. I'm going to see if my infusion company has extension tubing with another access point, so I don't have to unhook from my infusion to administer medication. But anyways, and I pushed the Zofran through here into my port, and now I'm feeling so much better and not nauseous, and I actually was able to eat something. So already I am getting a huge benefit out of the IV medication, so that's a plus. And then he needed to see me do it myself. So I did, sorry if I sound weird again, I'm sick. So anyways.
My bad.
Yeah, Judd got me sick. So then anyways, then I did the Benadryl, but obviously I'm not having an allergic reaction right now, so I don't need to push it through my port. But I drew it out. This is 2 doses, so what I would do is just administer half of it, and then if I needed to, I would administer the other half. And it's just in this syringe, and you unscrew the needle, hook it up to this part in the port, and you push it through slowly, or you can get side effects, is what he said, which at the hospital, they're just like, take it now. And I always get some weird burning sensation, and I feel the side effects of it. So pushing it slowly works better. And he said it can stay in here for a while, like a few days even. So now we have this ready, but he recommended not to mix the medications like this because it's easy to accidentally squirt it out and lose the medication. So what I'll do when I'm out and such, I will take the needle with me and the vial and draw and administer when needed. So it went really well. Judd and I now know how to do IV meds, right babe? Mm-hmm. And Hippo's just laying there. So this is great. Hopefully we can prevent some allergic reactions from getting really bad, and we can control more nausea and vomiting. I was telling Judd that this nausea and vomiting this morning was really bad. I couldn't even keep down water. Definitely could have turned into an ER trip, but I've got my fluids at home and the anti-nausea medication at home now, so no ER trip. This is great. We are getting more of a handle on my chronic illnesses, and for that I am grateful. Well, I'm about to do one of my 4 breathing treatments of the day. This is cromulin and albuterol, a mast cell stabilizer, and a bronchodilator. Got my nebulizer plugged in. Just turn it on, and it's misting. So now that I have these IV medications at my disposal, I'm going to be changing up what I carry on me at all times. And this is my protocol for my port and my treatment. If it's different than your IV therapy, that's totally okay. This is just what my care team has decided is best for me. So the first thing I have here are Saline Flushes, and I want to carry at least 6 on me because I use a lot of them. What I do is I first flush with saline, then apply the treatment, whether it's medication or my infusion, then I flush with saline again. Then I want at least 4 heparin flushes on me at all times, and that's because after I'm done using my port, I flush with the heparin to heparinize my port and hep lock it, and basically what it is a blood thinner to minimize the risk of blood clots forming in or around your port. Then of course I've got my IV medications, the Zofran and the Benadryl. Each vial is a single dose, and I can take up to 2 in 6 hours. And then each vial here contains 2 doses, and I can take up to 1 vial in 6 hours. Of course then I have the needles that go with it, so since I'm going to carry 4 vials at all times, I'm going to carry 4 needles at all times, and they're in here safe so I can't stab myself. Then of course alcohol swabs for sterility, some face masks to carry around just in case, and in here is also some extra swab caps. And basically is what this is, it's a little cap and there's alcohol on the inside, and when I'm not using my port and I'm left accessed, it goes on the enclave here to keep it sterile. And something that's new for me is I'm going to be left accessed 24/7 now. In the past, I've always accessed and de-accessed with each infusion because my doctor has agreed that that is the way to have the least infection risk. And now we've decided that the pros outweighs the cons of being accessed 24/7 because I'm able to administer the IV Benadryl at the start of a reaction. When a reaction starts, I don't have time to go through the entire sterile protocol and access my port because they escalate very quickly. So now I'm accessed all the time, so as soon as a reaction starts, I can give myself the IV medication I need. And something else my home health company sent me is this. It's a shower guard, because when your port is accessed, it cannot get wet. When it's de-accessed, I can go swimming and do whatever I want with it, but it can't get wet when it's accessed. And I don't know if I'll like this shower guard. I like the ones in the hospital, and someone also said Gastroparesis seal works well, so maybe I'll try that. I'm not going to carry this with me outside of the house. This is just for home use, obviously. But on infusion days, I will be carrying extra batteries. Believe it or not, every infusion bag requires 2 batteries for the infusion pump. That's how quickly they go through batteries. So that's all the stuff I'll be carrying, and obviously it's a lot. I don't want to just throw it in there. So tomorrow, Jen and I are going to Target, and I'm going to look for little pouches to put this stuff in and organize it. Hopefully I can find a nice little padded pouch for the glass vials. And I also need to get new t-shirts. So I'm excited for our Target run tomorrow. And that is all my stuff for my new IV medications and infusions. Oh, obviously, hand sanitizer, very important. So yeah, it's a big change, but I'm excited to get some more control over my chronic illnesses. Sorry today was kind of boring. I stayed home all day, but hey, chronic illness, gotta rest, gotta learn new skills, and that's exactly what I did. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've learned something new, and that's it for today. I will see y'all tomorrow.